OGs are just gonna pull up and keep security.
All you'll hear is chopper style, and then you'll see you'll see parades, be off-duty cops. They're like, you know what, man?
I'm gonna volunteer for this.
Like New Orleans people, when they celebrate, they're not out here rioting like that.
Yeah, because they know how to party and they know how to do it in the constructs of society.
If you've seen the show Treme, you should really watch the show Treme. It was on HBO.
Plus, man, the Carter 5 came out last year, so you know what? New Orleans deserves some more victories.
And Lil Wayne honestly made me
and
forget
Kodak
that
got out.
Lil Wayne made me forget that he was dressed up as an amalgamation of Mary J. Blige, Gremlin, and Erykah Badu at the National Championship Game. This thing, he literally went in time and stole Mary J. Blige's boots from the No Pain, the Family Drama album. Like I was like, is he about to say, no problems in this dancery? Like I was really waiting for him to just sing out and scream, "No more pain." I'm saying, like, I was really waiting for Lil Wayne to do that, and then he went and saved the Imagine Dragons set because the lead singer for Imagine Dragons sounds terrible live, kind of like The Weeknd and a couple other people I'm not going to name. But if you want to listen to singers who sound horrible live, just listen to the Get Right. Shout out to all three of them because they are hilarious, and they are hilarious. Chris, you are dead wrong for what happened at the courthouse. That shit was hilarious. God, I died laughing.
I gotta catch someone.
So she didn't sign the paperwork? She didn't get the paperwork signed? Oh, dog. Oh, man. We got some great shows on the Good News Radio.
We really
Network.
do.
Oh, my God.
And X Squad.
But for real.
And FPC.
Seriously.
Shout out to everyone.
The remix to Imagine Dragons, not Radioactive, Natural with Lil Wayne on it. Lil Wayne's a freaking genius. His bars were so great, like, I transferred myself back to the Carter 3 and everything before that.
Okay, 2 Chainz.
Yeah. I don't care. Titty boy, I don't care.
All right, man.
Shout out to Lil Wayne for being the GOAT. Respect that man's legacy.
And, of course, we got to get to my petty person of the week. Your boy, Antonio Brown.
Hold on, Ryan. I know you remember the video. I know you remember the No Pain. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't slander Mary J. Blige. But, I mean, let's be honest. Lil Wayne had on some Iggy Pop boots. And I don't mean the white rock star. I mean the other group.
All right, man. Back off the tangent. What do you make of the whole AB versus the world that happened on Twitter? Versus
Emmanuel Sanders versus Bruce Arians, which, by the way, we really didn't get. Like, he's really that one soulful white dude who probably had sex with a black girl once. And no, I'm just joking.
Damn, no. AB called him out.
He said
he wears a Kango hat now.
Like, who's the diva? I'm a diva, but you wear a Kango hat and have a fucking.
Shout out to Schoolboy Q.
Have a Kango.
I just wanted to say
have
that.
a Kango hat and play the harmonica. It has a song and an ESPN TV special that they did.
But yeah,
saying I'm gonna kick somebody's ass. Like, really?
You missed it,
I remember Bruce Arians.
If you missed it, basically Bruce Arians' new Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach was on a radio show, and they asked him, you were the offensive coordinator when the Steelers drafted Antonio Brown. What do you make of the whole situation that's been going on? He was like, honestly, it's a lot of diva. I like Antonio Brown. He's my friend, but blah, blah, blah.
He's my friend. Oh. The favorite
and
line
AB
of
was
when
not having it.
When they're not your friend and they say,
he's
my friend.
So what he said he immediately responded saying, he didn't draft me. He drafted Emmanuel Sanders, and he added Emmanuel Sanders and said, yeah, Emmanuel Sanders, who went to L.A. and was talking trash about me last year.
When he was missing out on training and rehab to go bash me on networks, which he did, and we all know Antonio Brown was a better receiver than Emmanuel Sanders. That's why Emmanuel Sanders got cut off the Steelers. And shout out to all my friends who are Steelers fans.
And Emmanuel Sanders was almost a Chief, but people don't talk about that.
And then Emmanuel
Sanders
literally
said snuffed the Chiefs one night.
And then Emmanuel Sanders said he wanted Antonio Brown as a teammate on the Broncos. Nah, fam, you'll probably get traded for him or get cut for cap space. Your cap space in Antonio Brown's back pocket, son.
Damn. So we know what team you're on, but yeah, pretty much
Antonio Brown versus everybody and their mother.
Pretty much. Emmanuel Sanders came back and was like, I was trying to be an analyst preparing for my life after football. It was nothing personal. Bullshit. And honestly, you were acting a fool, so I had to say something about it.
I have to throw you under the bus to get myself ahead because I'm lame like
Oh,
that.
we'll get to clout later, but yeah.
Are we going to... At least Ryan Clark didn't have to throw anybody under the bus. He actually, No, but he was an intern before he started talking about that. He's not Teddy Bruschi. He's welcome to the cookout.
Okay, but he's got to bring something better than potato salad.
Yeah, because the moment I'm going to be like, you know what? We could have had this cookout in Denver. Don't play with me.
And,
because
of course,
altitude.
Yeah, I got it. It comes out that AB's favorited to land with the 49ers. They
Jerry Rice
desperately
really wants it to
him.
happen.
Yep.
Imagine Antonio Brown and Greg Kittle on the same team.
I could just see him going there and dying, honestly.
Honestly, no. By the way, rest in peace to...
Who's their quarterback?
Rest in peace to the daughter...
Who's their quarterback?
Jimmy Garoppolo, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be serious real quick because I know we've been petty, but condolences and my prayers to the family of Marquise Goodwin. Him and his fiance, they lost their twins. This is, I think, the third child that they lost their twins. And
wow.
Yeah, rooting for him and his family. It's a tough time for him. Great human being, and I'm really rooting for that man and him and his wife. And I hope things work out. Seriously.
That's crazy, man.
So I think he'll stay on in San Francisco. Hopefully they do the right thing and they keep him. But man, and Kyle Shanahan's building something in San Francisco. I'll give him that. So yeah, I hope things really work out for them.
And real quick, man, let's just go rapid fire. You give a take or a tangent on it. So first up, Kareem Hunt supposedly going to the Bears. You gotta take
Isn't
her tangent on that.
Technically collusion.
Yeah, kind of.
Since they said it, I'm just saying. I just sent him to Buffalo.
But he's a free agent, so I think they can.
He's a free agent.
He got cut by the Chiefs.
His contract was only 3 years.
No, he got cut immediately after the whole stuff came out.
Yeah, right. I would say Buffalo would be the place to sign him because Buffalo don't care about stuff like that. Let's be honest.
All right, man. So
LaShawn McCoy needs a change of scenery.
The Philadelphia Eagles took a loss last week, and this week they've announced they're rolling with Carson Wentz. Nick Foles is a free agent. They're gonna roll with Wentz as a starter. You gotta take her attention on that.
They should have been let him go, honestly, but he's a good man. In my position, I have all the power, and I'm like, you can trade me to a team of my choice, even if they're a contender, but not in the NFC East. That's what I would have said. Trade me to Arizona. Actually, no, don't trade me to Arizona. I'd take that back. Trade me to San Francisco.
Yeah, I feel you. Your cousin, your long-lost brother, whatever he is, the great Eric Berry, is back practicing this week. You got to take her attention on that.
Man beats cancer like it's nothing. Injured the whole year. And they're like, will he be back? Eric Berry's Eric Berry. He'll be ready. And they really...
I just want him to get a pick on Brady in the game.
Honestly, I think he's gotten a pick on Brady before. He's already beat the Falcons in Atlanta. The next thing for him to do is to beat Tom Brady to get to Atlanta, where he is from, and play a Super Bowl in his hometown.
Hey, okay,
of Atlanta.
Okay. Shout out to the Volunteers. Psych.
Don't mess up again,
shout out to the Lane Kiffin Volunteers. Psych.
Yeah. And
said no one.
Burning Couch Theory. Is that a new Vince Staples album or EP? Damn, I think we got some. We need the A&R artists coming to us.
All right, man. Jonathan Martin. For those of you who don't know, former Stanford tackle, former journeyman,
first round pick,
former got bullied by Richie Incognito, is up for trial for basically making a post,
a threat that he had,
making a post on Instagram, which was a gun and 19 shells, and hashtagging revenge. So he said, and I quote, "When you're a bully, victim, and a coward, your options are suicide or revenge." And he took the picture and hashtagged Miami Dolphins, where he was bullied, in Harvard Westlake, which I believe he went to school or something like that.
Yes, that's his alma mater.
Yeah, so basically his argument is that, well, it's not, he's being charged for a terrorist threat, but he's saying it wasn't a threat because he put suicide. He was threatening to just harm himself. But
But guns and a high
They're
school and
saying-
children, that's kind of a sensitive
They're saying,
topic.
bro, you there were 19 bullets. There wasn't one. You implied something more than just one. So you got to take her attention on that whole situation.
Mental illness is real, but
Soul softness.
I didn't get to the butt yet. Mental illness is real. However, there's a difference between being mentally ill and doing things because you're mentally ill and doing mentally ill shit.
I feel you. I get the difference.
There's people on Instagram out here playing victim, throwing rocks while they hide their hands in whatever fashion it can be. All types of stuff. And the first thing they want to scream is mental illness. Like, there are some cats who are really mentally ill and they're doing stuff. Like Pete Davidson was really mentally ill, but he also threw mad shots at Joe Budden and a bunch of other people. And I'm kind of just like, I don't really feel bad for you.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo. And, like, you can't keep throwing shots while you're hurting in the middle of something and then saying, oh, no, I'm mentally ill. No. I'm going to go back to an old adage that me and Pete and I grew up on. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
You don't have to worry about me retaliating against you later because I'm going to punch you back in the face now. And I'm going to tell my mom why I got suspended, and she going to be like, all right, cool. As long as you didn't, go out like a bitch because I raised you better than that. You defend yourself.
But yeah, man, don't hold the grudge 5 years later and then try to take it on some harmless kids and then
don't make yourself the spectacle.
Duck the blame and then duck the blame after all of it.
You're a grown-ass man,
You're a grown-ass
bro.
man. You made that decision. I get it. You might need some help. You might need some therapy and stuff like that.
And you're light skinned.
But that still doesn't give you an excuse to, make that sort of irresponsible move, especially as a public figure.
Selfish, too.
All right, man.
Takes away from actual
last one.
Real mental health victims.
The one that is not looking good for our Super Bowl predictions. My boy Aubrey Drake Graham predicted that the Saints would beat the Rams. Do you got to take our attention on that, considering every team he roots for ultimately loses?
I think Lil Wayne is a more powerful karmic figure than Drake.
Oh, okay. I can rock with that. My take on
Wayne's my trump card. I can't believe I just said that.
My take on it is this, man. And I posted this on the Touchdowns and Tangent story. Aubrey is hiding his fandom from the world. I think he's really a Rams fan, but he just keeps picking the teams the Rams are playing against so he can reverse psychology the Rams into the Super Bowl.
I think he really wants to throw an
LA
party.
said that.
Wow. I think he
wants to throw an IG party, you said?
I think, no, he just
invite a bunch of IG girls?
I think he really wants to be a Dolphins fan, but Dolphins are trash, and he can only party in Miami for so long. He wants to see a successful team win. Dude, just become a Patriots fan.
Yeah, for real.
Drake, just become a Patriots fan, please. Do the world a favor. That way we can hate you collectively.
All right, man.
You can pick who you want to hate. We can hate Tom Brady. We can hate Drake. We can bounce it off each other. But, don't ruin a great Super Bowl for two cities like Atlanta and New Orleans and L.A. Don't ruin that.
All right, man. So
stick to the NBA, Drake. Stick to Alabama, Drake. Stick to Kentucky, Drake. Stick to the SEC sports, Drake. Stick to that girl that you're talking to that apparently was underage, Drake. Or maybe not. I don't know. We don't know yet.
All right. On that note, do you want to get to the Rams first, or you want me to?
Are you really angry? Do you have a really angry and impassioned rant? Because I don't.
I do. So I'll go first then.
I was gonna go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Start with kindness.
Go ahead.
Okay. So this was a really crazy week for me. It first started off last week when Keith gave me that little ass hat that I knew wasn't gonna fit. I'm glad my mom didn't call in because she really roasted the fuck out of me. As soon as she saw me put the hat on the next day, she died laughing. She cried. She keeled over on the side of the bed. She might just call in next week anyway. She said, "Why would you do this to me? Why would you wear that hat? Why would, you knew better." She said, "You should have just said thank you, but no thank you." She said, "You should have just literally went to the bathroom to go take a piss. She said that your head is so big that the hat only covers one part of your head. You need two hats at the same time. You need a hat for the back of your head.